Hi there. Let's take a look at Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Classic tune, a real belter for your morning shower. We're going to be looking at it today in the key of D in our continued study of the Wop progression. In the key of D, our progression starts, of course, on the D chord. Then it's going to go to the B minor chord. And you have two options here. You've got the full bar chord, so I've got my bar on the 2nd fret with my ring finger on the 4th fret of G. And notice I'm using my middle as a little bit of an extra little oomph there. And my thumb on the other side is kind of right in between the fingers. So not leaning towards one or the other, just right in between. I also like to pull my the body of my ukulele in this way, which puts the neck out a little bit. And then I pull with my whole kind of elbow back this way. I'm not tensing up my arm in any way. I'm just creating a little extra tension with my arms here, so my thumb and my fingers don't have to work quite so hard. If you're like I was for the first 3 years of playing and are boycotting bar chords, you can also play B minor 7, which is all 4 fingers across the 2nd fret. If you're somewhere in between, bar curious, if you will, you can take 2 fingers and just bar that 2nd fret across. Notice how my fingers are straight, my knuckles are not bending anywhere. Yeah, so that's the 2nd chord. D to B minor or B minor 7. Then we move to our G chord, and then to A or A7. In this case, we're going to default to A, and we're going to lean on that A7 for a little bit of added drama as we resolve back to the D chord. All right? There are some other chords we'll need. I'll let you know what they are later on. For now, we're going to get into the groove of that pattern and into the groove of the rhythm of this song. This is in 6/8 time, I think. So we have these kind of quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But notice there's kind of a bigger pulse. We're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6/8 is usually when you really feel that pulse, but you also want to make sure you're counting those micro beats in between. And in particular, it's well suited for one of my favorite picking patterns, which is an arpeggio pattern. So I start on my low G here, and then to my C, E, and A. And you can do it with 4 fingers, 3 fingers, or 2 fingers as the case may be. So long as you're starting on G to C to E to A, and then right back down E, C, G. And it creates this nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pattern. Yeah. We're going to do 2 rounds of that arpeggio for each chord around the doo-wop pattern. Let's try it right here, starting 1, 2, B minor 1, 2, to G for 2, to A for 2. You got half of the verse right there. Back to D, B minor. Now 2nd time around in the verse, we go to A, 1, 2, A7. That's our tension, right? Then we start all over again. Sorry, back to D. I'm getting my chords confused, my keys. And we play another verse, right? So each verse goes around that doo-wop progression once, D, B minor, G, and A. And then the 2nd time, we skip the G. We go from D to B minor, straight to A, and then A7, right? And that either leads us, in the case of verse 1, back to the chords of verse 2. When we get to the end of verse 2, we're going to use it to get us into the chorus. Before we get to the chorus, though, let's just add some words to that and get one more practice through with this arpeggio picking. If maybe you are boycotting bar chords, and maybe you are also boycotting finger picking today, and that is fine. Just a standard sort of swing strum is what we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, we are in the key of D. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Just a really slow swing strum will get you through just fine with this one. Only take on the challenges that feel good for you. Choose your own adventure, as I like to say. All right. back to that D. If you're trying this arpeggio picking with me, let's try verses 1 and 2. Here we go. Oh, B minor, my love, to G, my darling, to A, I've hungered for your touch, back to D, then B minor, A long, jump to A, lonely time, A7, start it again, verse 2, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you, over to A, still mine? And pause. Now we are at the chorus, right? And so when we get to the chorus, we're actually going to switch. We're going to get a little preview of our next chord progression here. We're going to start on D, but instead of going to B minor, we're going to go to A. And then from A to B minor. And then we're going to add one more chord here, the F sharp minor chord, which I think we remember from the key of A. And then we circle around from G to A, back to D, and then to D7, because that chorus is going to lead us into a bridge. Let's add the picking, and as you're getting comfortable with the picking, I want you to notice that I'm changing chords on the 5th or 6th beat, that microbeat there, and I'm not worried about holding that chord down until the last possible second, right? It's okay to pluck a couple open strings that maybe don't necessarily fit in the chord one way or the other, but help keep the momentum of the rhythm going. Most important is that you get to the next chord by the first beat of the bar, so you set up that chord nicely. You can watch for that this time around. Here's the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D, 4, 2, to A, 4, 2, B minor, F sharp minor, to G. Notice all these chords are 2 bars, yeah? A, back to D, and we'll close it out with a D7. Yeah, let's go back. We'll add some words. I need your love. F sharp minor, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. D7 and pause. All right, so there we are through the verses and the chorus. Then we get to a bridge, sort of a C section. It's like A section, B section, C section, one right after the next. This is going to start on G, up to A, back to G, and then down to F. If that sounds weird, it should. It doesn't really fit in the key of D, but it works really nicely in this song. Second line, G to A, back to D. Yeah? And in this case, we're just doing 1 6/8 bar per chord, right? And we do this twice for the bridge. So we start G to A, back to G to F, back to G, A, rounded out to D, 4, 2, start again. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. me. Yeah, I'll be coming home. Wait for me. And pause. From there, we're going to hold that D, go right back and repeat verse 1 and 2 again, and the chorus. The only thing that's different is when we get to the end of the chorus, Godspeed your love to me. Starting on that last word, we're going to start on D, go around our doo-wop to B minor for 2, to G, and end on D. So we're going to skip the A altogether at the end there. All right. Those are all the pieces to the puzzle. I think you've got everything you need. Feel free to go back and review the video as you need, or work on it on your own as you need. And then when you are ready, you can join me for the play along. I will see you there. Enjoy. One more quick thing. If this video was helpful to you, I encourage you to consider becoming a member. It's a great way to say thank you, to help keep this channel going, and also to enjoy some extra perks and resources on your musical journey. You can learn more by clicking join below next to the subscribe button, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much.